Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here, back with my first movie. It's going to be half to 1 hour long. I know it's quite short for a movie, but it's my first time and I didn't write down any script or anything for this story. So this is What If Naruto Was the New Nine Tails. Before continuing this story, if you haven't, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and without further ado, let's continue our story. Now we see our hero and a dark raven-haired boy standing on top of two giant statues in front of each other. Sasuke, why do you want to desert our village and go after that snake-wretched bastard? You don't understand, Naruto. I want power to kill him, the one who destroyed my clan. And you're in the way. You and Konoha won't give me any power that I desire, but Orochimaru can, and I will get that power to kill him. But you don't understand. All he wants is your body. He's going to betray you in the end. Can't you see? He doesn't care about anyone above himself. Like I care about that, Naruto. All I care about is to kill him. Itachi. He's the one that matters. If I kill him, then if my body is the price to pay for that power that can be granted to kill him, then so shall I pay for it. You're going nuts. I'm going to break your hands and legs and bring you back to Konoha if I have to. Enough. Let's do this, Naruto. As both of them charged Chidori and Rasengan on their respective hands and clashed together. While they were nearing each other, Sasuke managed to stab Naruto in the stomach with Chidori where the seal was, but Naruto reverted his hand back. I'm sorry, I can't hurt him, thought Naruto. As when Sasuke stabbed his seal, Naruto collapsed. Sasuke saw his hand covered with red blood. He was feeling nauseous, like vomiting. Why, Naruto? Why did you do this? I can't break my promise to Sakura-chan. She will be sad along with Kakashi Sensei and the rest of the village if I hurt you. He said as the blood spurted out of his mouth as well as his stomach. You don't understand my pain, Naruto. I have to do this on my own. You don't get it, do you? Return to the village, Sasuke, if you unlock your Sharingan. After saying this, Naruto died, closing his eyes, or so everyone thought he died. And Sasuke was staring in the water, seeing his Sharingan morph into the Mangekyo, his Mangekyo from the cannon, basically, and he was staring in the water. Finally, I have unlocked the power that Itachi asked me to. Now, Itachi, I will kill you and get the revenge on the village. Thank you, Naruto. Unknown to them, at the same time, Kakashi arrived with his ninja hound Pakun. Oh my god, he said out loud as he jumped down from the top onto the water, standing on the water, and rushed towards Naruto, pushing Sasuke away. What have you done, Sasuke? He said, lifting Naruto up in his arms. How could you? I did this to get the power. Now I have it. I am going to kill him. Kakashi narrowed his eyes at this. You won't get away with this, Sasuke. I tried to save you. I'm sorry, Obito. Kakashi thought to himself before he pulled up his headband and revealed his Sharingan. Let's do this, Sasuke. As both charged at Chidori, and Kakashi rammed Chidori through Sasuke's left arm, rendering it useless. What do you think you're doing, Kakashi? I finally have the power to defeat Itachi. Why won't you just leave me alone? You will pay for what you have done. You will pay for your crimes, Uchiha Sasuke. You are under arrest for the murder of Genin Uzumaki Naruto, your teammate and my student, Kakashi said, tearing up from his eyes as well as raging at Sasuke for what he has done. Unknown to both of them, something was going on in Naruto's seal. I'm not going to die like this. Not like I can escape. I don't have any choice. As Kurama went through some hand signs as Shinigami appeared. What do you desire, Kyuubi? Shinigami, I know you owe me a favor. Yes, I do. And what of it? I want you to grant my power and my title as Kyuubi no Kitsune to this kid. And reincarnate this kid as the new Kyuubi with his own mind. And why would I do that? You have my favor to return, as well as I will give you my soul in return. Okay, I will do it. This payment is sufficient, Kyuubi. But you do know that you cannot escape once you're in my grasp. You will be erased and he will be regarded as the new Kyuubi no Kitsune. I know. This is the least I can do for the kid, for the suffering of 14 years that he went through. Because of me. Kyuubi thought as a single tear shed from his eye. I am quite surprised seeing a Kyuubi no Kitsune, destroyer of the villages, have feelings to this mortal. In his life, he's not like the rest of them. I mean, he is kind of stupid, but I saw his whole life and he showed me that not all 5 fingers are equal. And just like fingers aren't equal in our hands, in size, all humans' mindset are not equal. Some are good and some are bad. And he's the one that I deemed good and worthy of the Kyuubi no Kitsune title and my power. Eventually I was going to work with the kid, but as the circumstances recall, I have to do what I have to do, even if it means I don't exist anymore. I'm happy with my decision, Kyuubi said as a small smile appeared on his face. Shinigami just stared at him with awe. Quite a noble act for you. But I cannot take your soul. What? Why? You just agreed to it. Because your act was redeemed as your past sins were erased by this good act, and your soul will be going to the Kami and in heaven. That's nice for a change. I know. Let's get this over with. As Shinigami put a hand seal, as suddenly the whole things began to shake violently inside Naruto's mind. And outside, Kakashi was looking down at now beaten up Sasuke, whose left arm was rendered useless, who was seething in rage. Why, Kakashi? Let me go. I don't want to go to that wretched place that haunts me of the memories that my brother left behind. After hearing Sasuke's rant, Kakashi had enough. Enough already. You will face your consequences and judgment back in Konoha for what you have done, traitor. Kakashi said to Sasuke before neck chopping him and rendering him unconscious. As he was about to pick up Sasuke, from behind him a boom sound was heard, and Naruto's body levitated from the ground. And Kakashi's visible eye widened in horror. Oh my god, did the Kyuubi finally break free because of Naruto's death? Oh no, what can I do now? As he got into the battle stance, and after the smoke died down, in front of him stand and stared down at him was none other than the Kyuubi no Kitsune. But something was off about this Kyuubi. It had yellow fur instead of the bright orange/reddish fur, and instead of the red eyes, it had blue slitted eyes. As it looked down on Kakashi, Kakashi sensei, It its voice said in a growly tone. Naruto? Is that you? Yes, Kakashi Sensei. What's going on? How am I this big? Ah! Why do I have 9 tails? Why do I look like a fox? Ah! Kakashi, after getting out of his shock, said, Naruto, stop panicking. You will destroy everything if you start panicking anymore. Calm down. Naruto finally managed to calm down. What's going on? Why do I look like QB? I don't know, Naruto. Honestly, I don't. And what about Sasuke, Kakashi Sensei? I remember that Tami ramming his Chidori in my gut. Oh boy, that hurt like a sucker. Where is he anyways? Oh, him. I kind of rendered him unconscious. Anyways, Naruto, can you explain why you're like this? Don't know. I was going to ask you about this. Naruto, can you care to explain me what happened during your fight? Well, like I said, Sasuke rammed Chidori on my stomach where the seal was supposed to. Naruto was now deep in his own thoughts, as Kakashi was in his own. Does that mean I was the QB all along? If the seal is broken and I turn into QB, was everyone wrong? Did the third old man Hokage lie to me? No, that can't be right. If I was the QB, then I swore I could have remembered anything. I still don't remember anything if I turned back into QB about the attacking of village and killing of the fourth or anything. Something is not right here. As he was thinking this through, as Kakashi was in his own thoughts. If Naruto's turned into QB and he has different fur than the original QB and blonde fur and blue eyes, it's definitely Naruto's features. But if he is turned into the fox, does it mean he is basically the new QB no Kitsune? From what it seems, Sasuke struck down the seal and it might have altered it somehow, merging Naruto and QB together. But instead of overriding Naruto's consciousness with QB, it worked the other way around, meaning Naruto is the new QB. Oh my god. Kakashi was shocked after his own revelation. As he got up to the monument of Madara face to face with Naruto. Naruto, can you take us back to the village? We can figure out something over there. Okay, Kakashi Sensei. I don't know about this, but oh well, how are they gonna react to me? Calm down, Naruto. We will figure that out once we get there, said Kakashi with a nice smile, calming down his blonde fox student. As Kakashi went back to pick up Sasuke and climb atop of Naruto's head. Now Naruto, let's march towards the Hidden Leaf village, as he pointed towards the village. Come on, Kakashi Sensei, stop doing that pose. It's like I'm some kind of a ship and you're acting like a pirate captain who just found his gold treasure hunting island. Kakashi just gave him another eye smile. Fine. Oh, Naruto, along the way, we have to pick up some medics along with your rest of team that came to pick up Sasuke. Fine. Naruto grumbled again as he started to walk towards the Hidden Leaf village. Link break. Now we see Shikamaru and Temari lying on the ground after killing some Saiyajins. Shikamaru has broken his finger, whereas Temari has some bruises. Nothing much of her damage they took, but they did damage a lot of Saiyajins. Man, what a track. I hope Naruto was able to capture that Uchiha. Yeah, I hope so, Temari said, agreeing with Shikamaru. As they were continuing their conversation, they heard a rumble in the ground. What's that? Shikamaru shot up, alerted, while Temari brought out her battle fan and revealed the three moons in one go. Both were in battle-ready position until they saw the giant fox. Kyuubi! Shikamaru shouted as he fell on his butt, and Temari dropped her fan. You got to be kidding me. But something then clicked in Shikamaru's mind. Wait, isn't the Kyuubi supposed to be orange and his eyes red? Then why does this Kyuubi has yellow fur and blue eyes? Yo, Kakashi said after showing himself from the top of Fox's head. Kakashi-sensei? What are you doing at top of Kyuubi's head? Shikamaru said, Oh, this is Naruto. Kakashi said with a eye smile where both of them had a head fall. You know, the anime style head fall where they drop to their heads when a shocking news is revealed to them in a cool manner. Just like that. What? Does that mean Naruto was Kyuubi all along? No, I wasn't. I don't even know myself anymore. What am I, Kyuubi, Fox, human? What am I? Naruto, calm down. As I said before, once we get to the village, we'll figure it out. Okay, I better hope we do. And I don't think the people are going to like this, Shikamaru thought to himself. Oh well, Naruto, care to give us a ride? That's why we're here. And what about Sasuke? Oh, Tame is on my back. That little bitch. Shikamaru smirked at this. Kakashi just gave him an eye smile and said, Naruto, mind your language. Come on, Kakashi-sensei. Naruto, Kakashi said sternly, teasing his fox-turned student. Fine, Naruto rumbled. As Naruto lifted both Temari and Shikamaru from his paw to the back of his head as he started to walk again. After some more traveling, they came across the rest of the team and medics, and Kakashi jumped down to explain them the situation. And after everything calmed down, they were still reluctant but agreed to be carried on back of Kyuubi no Kitsune. Now back at the village main gates, we see Tsunade, Sakura, Ino and Shizune as well as a lot of other people waiting for the retrieval team along with the elders. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. As they were waiting there, Kakashi sent his clone first and informed them of the situation and that the Kyuubi was released and Naruto turned into the Kyuubi and we are returning to the village and so on, like that stuff. At which the elders were alerted and gathered all the present shinobi there for the possible battle that could take place, as the fear ran through the village again that the Kyuubi was coming their way. As a vein pulsed through Tsunade's forehead because of the tense news that Kakashi broke in such a cool manner, and Guy was like, oh Kakashi, you and your hip manners, even in this dire situation you still continue to be your hip attitude. Did you say something, Guy? Oh Kakashi, Guy said as he cries anime tears in nice guy pose. You truly are my eternal rival. As Clone poofed in saying whatever, and after 40 to 45 minutes, everyone saw a giant blonde fox with blue eyes walking towards them. Everyone tensed up and was afraid. As they reached the front gate, the fox stopped, lowered its head, its eyes facing Tsunade's, who was sweating bullets along with the elders. Ba-chan, help me. I turned into this giant fox. I don't know what to do. The fox started its rant. For Tsunade covered her ears and shouted, Naruto, quiet down, you idiot. Before Naruto quieted down with a big sweat drop on his forehead and crying anime tears, whereas everyone else sweat dropped at the fox antics. And Tsunade came to a realization, Naruto, it's really easy. What happened? And Naruto began to explain in front of everyone what happened, because he was too big to be carried to the council chambers to be interrogated. So Naruto began to explain that how he fought Sasuke at the Valley of End and how he charged a Chidori and rammed it straight into his gut where the ceiling was supposed to be, and something happened and he turned into this. After Tsunade ordered Hiyashi Yuga to activate his Byakugan and check if the Kyuubi's chakra is in there. And when he did so, he found out that there was only Naruto's consciousness in there and Kyuubi's consciousness was not present, as well as the whole Kyuubi's chakra and power along with Naruto's was merged together. As he informed this to the elders were now confused about the situation. How could a Biju die? Because it was never recorded in the history before. If they were managed to kill one, it will just reform. But if a Biju was replaced, what would happen? As then suddenly Shinigami appeared in front of them. As everyone was terrified, who has seen Shinigami at the day the Kyuubi was sealed into the boy. As people and the elders were hopefully looking at the Shinigami that it might seal the Kyuubi once again. Shinigami, but instead of turning towards Kyuubi, turned towards them. People of Konoha. The Shinigami began sending shiver down the spines of Hokage, elders as well as councilmen and the rest of the village, along with its shinobis. I am here to present the message to you of the former Kyuubi no Kitsune and present to you the new Kyuubi no Kitsune, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. After hearing his name, many people were baffled and shocked. One foolish civilian was brave enough to ask, how can this demon be the son of the fourth? Shinigami just looked at him with a cold glare, before the said civilian bursted into the black flames and died. Now where was I? Yes, this here is the new Kyuubi no Kitsune, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. As you guys can tell, I was the one who sealed Kyuubi. I was the one used by Minato Namikaze, the fourth Hokage, to seal Kyuubi into the child named Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, his own son. Why, you ask? Because he was too prideful to take any other child to seal the Kyuubi in it. And besides, no other than Uzumaki can hold the Kyuubi. And why I present Naruto as the new Kyuubi here, and what happened to the old Kyuubi, you may ask? Well, to answer your question is simple. When that Uchiha rammed the Chidori through the seal where both of their souls linked, the seal broke and both of them were about to die. Basically, Naruto had died and Kyuubi was there, so he summoned me, and because of I owing him a favor, he asked me that if he could take his soul and place Naruto as the new Kyuubi no Kitsune into this world, so the world could be at balance in power terms. So here I present to you Naruto Uzumaki as the new Kyuubi no Kitsune, and the previous Kyuubi no Kitsune is no more. So I suggest you that you don't blame this new Kyuubi and turn it against yourself. And Naruto, I have a message from your father. He said, take care, son, because he is sorry about the how villagers treated you. He has seen everything from the heavens up there as well as Kushina. And believe me, Kushina was enraged and said if she had to take a travel to hell to beat you down once you come up there. He said to the villagers once he turned to them, she will be waiting for you there, and oh boy, she is beyond pissed. At this, the villagers paled because all of them knew the tale of hot-blooded red habanero and were afraid for their lives after their death. Does that make any sense? Anyways, as we continue our story, as Shinigami informed them about this, most of them were shocked that the new Kyuubi no Kitsune was the son of the fourth Hokage, as well as the new Kyuubi here, Naruto Uzumaki. They were quite afraid and at the same time ashamed of their actions. Afraid because of the new QB and ashamed because they treat the son of their hero as a malice. Now Tsunade was shocked after hearing this along with the elders. Danzo was thinking of controlling the QB. And before he could do anything, Shinigami appeared in front of himself. "Oh, Danzo, I will be taking the Sharingans from you." "What do you mean, Shinigami-sama?" he said, shooting a cold sweats from his body as everyone else glared at him. "Don't lie to me, Danzo. I know everything that transpired, and some of the Uchihas up there aren't happy. Basically, Madara Uchiha in hell. He says he will come and whoop your ass if he have to in the plane of the living if you don't return the Sharingans to the rightful owners of them, meaning either destroy them or bury them with their owners." As Danzo tried to lie again, but I don't understand. Shinigami had enough as its sword that it had in the Naruto series ran through and cut half of Danzo's head, consisting of Shisui's eyes and his arm, off, killing him instantly. "Well, I'll be taking them." As he picked both of them up and took out the Sharingans, shocking everyone what Danzo had done, and snapped his fingers like this, and Danzo's whole body lit up in black flames, and he too died like that. So no Danzo in future. Sorry Sasuke, I took your thunder there. Anyways, on to the story. After Danzo died, everyone else was afraid of what the Shinigami might do if they tried to hurt the blonde-haired fox. Not like they could hurt him anymore. After hearing the whole conversation, the Shinigami disappeared after telling Naruto that he was the new Kyuubi no Kitsune and he was the guardian of the land of fire, as the rest of the Bijus were of their own respective lands. And Naruto agreed to it, saying that he might have become a fox, but he still is a ninja in heart and he will protect Konoha. Believe it. Even if he can't become Hokage anymore. At this, he looked quite sad, but as his ears lowered and many of the audience awed at the scene, having star in their eyes at the thought of touching his fluff and stuff. And Shinigami once again appeared. "Oh, sorry Naruto, I almost forgot. You can turn back into human form, but not completely. You still have your 9 tails at the back along with the ears on your head, meaning fox ears." "Oh, that'll be great. How do I do that?" After showing him the hand size, Naruto did them and he turned back to his human form. "Oh, that's much nice." But once he turned into human form, that caused many girls to blush, mainly Sakura, Ino and Hinata, who fainted with a nosebleed, and others were giggling pervertedly. "What?" he said weirdly, looking at Kakashi, who was also giggling pervertedly, putting his hand on his mask, his eyes squeezed narrowly as he was laughing pervertedly. Jiraiya was openly writing down his notepad with the perverted stories in the future that should be released as the new Icha Icha Tactics, the fox turned human and the perverted village girls. That was a nice title. As the story progresses, Kakashi tells him, "Oh Naruto, look down." As Naruto looked down on his body, he saw he was completely naked. As he shouted in a girly manner, like "Kya?" And suddenly 9 tails bursted from his back and covered his sensitive areas. Naruto was blushing red. His whole body turned red, just like Luffy when he enters in the Gear Second as smoke starts to rise from it. That was the situation with Naruto now. And so everyone was cool with Naruto from now on, and the village accepted Naruto. And now we go to the perspective of Akatsuki. When Zetsu informed what has transpired at the Valley of the End, the whole Akatsuki was slumped, and each and every one of them had dark cloud of raining and thundering on their heads because their plans have flopped. They were supposed to fight the Jinchurikis, which are weaker than a Biju, not the Biju itself. Not to mention the strongest Biju that cannot be controlled because its consciousness is that of a human, as well as the Kyubis merged together. They can't be controlled anymore. Just like Madara did previously. Naruto can't be controlled anymore. As Zetsu informed the Pain of the situation, Pain was like, "Oh my god, this is so troublesome." At this, in Konoha, at Nara compound, a certain Nara sneezed. Mendukse. Back with the Akatsuki head towers. What do we do? My art is not strong enough to defeat her. Biju, and not to mention the strongest Biju, said Deidara. Sasori was also like, "Shut up, you and your clay ass shit. They can't do anything. All you can do is make a clay dildo and shove it in your ass and in your hand's mouth. Shut up, you don't know about any true art. Yeah, art is explosion." "Shut up, arts are puppets. If you say anything more, Deidara, I will send 1,000 puppets to your ass to kill you." "Enough," Pain said. This is real pain. Pain in the ass." At this, Kisame snickered. Before he could say anything, Pain's eyes twitched and Pain moved his hand forward and said, "Shinra Tensei," sending Kisame flying into the wall. At which Itachi just sighed. "I'll go get him." As everyone turned serious and began to talk again. "So, what do you propose we should do?" Oh, Toby knows. "What, Toby?" "We could just not get the 9 tails. We can use 8 tails, right?" "No, Toby. We have to get the 9 tails as well for the plan to work." "Oh, that's a bummer. He can't be controlled with the Sharingan as well. Or the Itachi-san might be able to help us otherwise." "I know, Toby. Say something that I don't know." "I ate pancakes with chili sauce?" "That's truly disgusting, Toby," said everyone, looking at him with disgust in their eyes. I mean, come on, who eats pancakes with chili sauce? Except for Toby. Anyways, the Akatsuki plans were hindered, and so they decided to attack Konoha all at once. Oh boy, and did they make a mistake. And Naruto luckily made 1000 shadow clones, and all of them transformed into 9 tails, and all of them charged Rasengan shaped Bijudamas and threw at them, erasing them from the face of the planet along with a large crater. And when other villages knew about this, they were also afraid of Konoha, and some of them even tried to form an alliance, and so they did. And when the Biju came to the news of Naruto being the new Kyuubi, all of them wept for their brother, but also congratulated Naruto and welcomed him into their family with open arms as their new little brother, because he needed guidance with other Bijus to control his Biju power and his responsibilities. And so that's how our blonde ninja saved the entire nation by wiping out whole Akatsuki with one blow and having a funny ending. Now, where does our blonde fox slash hero reside? He resides on top of the Hokage monument and sleeps in its giant fox form. Why? Because he said it's more comfortable and he can keep a watch on anyone, because if it's sensitive ears, he can pick up on anything. Oh, he still gets married to Hinata because he can turn into human form, and still has Boruto, who has 2 whisker marks, and Himawari, who has 3 whisker marks just like himself, meaning Himawari consisted of 6 tails whereas Boruto consisted of 3 tails. But Boruto still gets Jogen and Himawari gets the Byakugan. And so we move on to the story where you can say Naruto fought Jigen alongside with Sasuke. Oh, I forgot what happened to Sasuke. Sasuke was captured and his Sharingan was sealed off, and Itachi was redeemed because of his actions revealed to the public by Tsunade after she found out a scroll accidentally. while cleaning her office, and then scolded the elders after calling a council meeting, and all of them agreed of Itachi being redeemed and called him back. Now, why, you ask, Itachi was alive if Naruto defeated them and killed them all with one attack along with Nagato? Well, to answer to that is simple. Itachi simply escaped, wasn't there using his Crow Genjutsu. Simply said, Itachi was a damn genius because he escaped that yet once again and was redeemed and brought back. And when Sasuke heard this news, he felt very ashamed and couldn't get his revenge on those who truly were behind killing his clan because they were already dead. Sarutobi was dead. Danzo died by Shinigami himself because of the reports he heard, and the other people that were involved also died. So Sasuke apologized to Itachi after everything was explained to him. Both of the brothers reunited and cried. Itachi married Yujito. Yeah, because both of them are adult. Itachi married Yujito, which formed a strong alliance between Kumo and Konoha, and both of them had a daughter named Izunami, and Sasuke still married Sakura. Both of them had twins, Sarada and Saruto. Saruto had pink hair with Sasuke's features, whereas Sarada had black hair along with her mother features. So there you have it. Now they were fighting against the set 10 tails of Ishiki along with Momoshiki. Both of them attacked at once and hence were wiped out again by getting bitch slapped by none other than our Jinchuriki along with Itachi with his eternal Mangekyo Sharingan that he got by replacing his eye with Sasuke, along with Sasuke, who was also in his Susanoo form with the eternal Sharingan, as three of them attacked Naruto with his 1000 shadow clones and transformed them into Nine-Tailed Fox and blasting them all away, meaning they won the war against the Ishiki and no Boruto story took place. Yay for the Boruto haters. Anyways, this is where the story ends. I hope you like this one, and I didn't write any of the script for this, so I hope you don't go too hard on me, like dissing me in the comments if you don't like the story. Anyways, this is Apollo Uchiha and I'm signing out. Peace.